In this daily drop, we're going to talk about microphone choices and specifically making a choice in terms of what type of polar pattern you might want to choose when booming in different situations. So let's go. All right, kids, here we are, and it's another day and a day away for me in terms of this production I have coming up in LA. And as I said yesterday, this is a small to no crew production, emphasis on the no crew part of it. There'll definitely be other people there. There'll be a couple of helping hands, but in terms of the crewing of the job, it's pretty much going to be me. And that's going to include sound. And while I'm no Curtis Judd, not even close, I know enough to get myself in trouble and hopefully get good recorded sound. So what we're going to do is talk about a couple of different polar patterns and why you might use one over the other in different recording scenarios. What I have right here is a mic called the NT55 from Rode. What I do like about this mic is it has swappable capsules. So this is a cardioid pickup, but I could put omnidirectional on here as well. There's also basically a low cut filter, which is cutting lower frequencies, sometimes called a high pass filter. We've got a -75 and a -150 on this microphone. And then also an attenuator. So it will actually lower the recorded input of the mic by either -10 or -20 dB. Great in situations where maybe your levels are really low on your recording device, but you need an even lower signal. Somebody's turning on a car engine, there's an explosion like fireworks or something, and you don't want that to clip. Obviously, with 32-bit float, we have a little bit of an advantage now if you have a device that's recording that way, but it doesn't solve all problems in the world. Now, that said, the cardioid pickup pattern, cardioid meaning cardio or heart-shaped, is a really great pickup pattern in situations. Just think about a 360-degree pickup here. We've got the axis in the front. We've got this front lobe or pickup pattern here. It really is ending at the 90 and 270-degree mark, and you get very little actual pickup of sound from behind the microphone. If you were booming from above, which most people are, and you wanted a wider pickup pattern, but let's say in the ceiling area, you had some sort of HVAC system, there's some air conditioning or heating going on, you're going to get very little pickup here, but you will get pickup on the sides, so you need to consider that. Also, if you are camera mounting the microphone, it might be an advantage to go with cardioid. Even though the pickup pattern is bigger, if there's sound behind you, it could be an advantage. But to me, it has been a great problem solver in interior spaces where I don't mind getting a larger pickup in the front, which I may want in this particular production, but I do want to reject sound from behind a microphone. I guess my email just came in. What are you going to do? Or the pie's ready. Now, this microphone is the Rode NTG5. This is a Supercardioid mic. So there's a lot more rejection on the sides of the microphone. It's got a tighter pickup pattern here. So you've still got the axis here and then a tighter, smaller pickup pattern in the front, which means it's more directional. So is hypercardioid. But the disadvantage is you're going to get a bigger rear lobe. That pickup in the back of the microphone is going to be more present. Not a problem if you don't have sounds above. Let's say you were not under an airport flight pattern or a flight pattern, and you're booming somebody from above, then you want it to be generally as directional as possible. So in that type of situation, it could work really well. Now, we oftentimes refer to mics that are super and hypercardioid as shotgun mics. Technically, there are microphones that have a shotgun pickup pattern that is even narrower here, and there's a narrow pickup on the back, but also some pickup on the sides. They almost look like wings. Most mics don't have that. Most mics that we call shotgun mics are hypercardioid or supercardioid in terms of their polar pattern. So again, just keep in mind that depending on what kind of production you have, you might want to go with something like this, the NT55, in terms of a cardioid, larger pickup on the front. For what I'm about to do, it might actually be better because talent may be moving around just a little bit more. It's just a single person on camera. And this one is more directional. The quality of the mic and what you're getting, that's somewhat subjective, and there's a lot of information out there about that. But keep in mind these two polar patterns, or at least the cardioid and then the super or hypercardioid pickup patterns when you are choosing a mic to boom in your production. Don't forget to, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.